Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Hmm. I'll go live in the next minute, or I'll actually start sharing my thoughts in the next minute or so. For me, it's about the whole Marvin Sapp incident. I don't vibe with that, but I'll share. Uh, I'll share a few. Give a few people a few more minutes before. All right. How's everybody doing? If anybody's here, if you could say hello or anything, say if you're you're here, say hello. Why not? Um, hold on. Guy. Sorry about that. Hello. Hey, get my nephew off the bus. Hey, Junior. How was school? Good? Hey, wash your hands. Wash your hands. In case you're watching right now, just making sure my nephew's all set. Junior, come up here and wash your hands. Junior. Come up here and wash your hands. Come up here and wash your hands. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. All right, good. Now you can go. Now you can go. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right. Now that I got that going, my day is good. My day is good. My day is good. How was yours? How was yours? How was yours? Okay. All right. Anyway, back to what I was about to say. So, Marvin Sapp situation. Oof. Hopefully everything goes well. Hopefully everything's well with you, Rotes. Marvin Sapp situation. So for those who are watching and don't know, Marvin Sapp is a superstar gospel singer slash mega pastor of a mega church of his. Both, like, he's made millions in his career throughout his gospel career. Like it's been like decades that he has had a storied career from the group commissioned all the way up to still his solo career. and whatnot. Like we're talking commission from I think the mid to late '80s up till now, with his solo career, made a boatload of money. He's at a church, his church, and I think he tell like before they were getting ready to leave, he goes on to say, we're gonna raise 40K. I need you to donate $40,000 from the whole entire church. But he goes about it and telling the church, his whole entire congregation and his pulpit, he tells the ushers to lock the doors, close the doors, repeat it amounts of times, close the doors, close the doors. Tells them that you ain't going nowhere. We're all gonna leave together. Don't worry about it. And then he starts shaming his church, his congregation, especially like, we're gonna leave together. You're probably gonna go to the restaurant anyway. So you could say it is in a way. I don't want to say it was a cult, but it had some cult like it was very cultish. But even then, he tells his ushers to close the doors, lock them. And he starts saying, so like usually in churches, you would give like, you do like tithes and offerings. Give what you can give. And don't worry about what you have or have not to give. Give what you can. That has always been the normal thing. Right? And always still is. Give what you can give. And this guy who's made millions off of his career, still does, is saying, there's 1,000 of you in church. And there is I think 1,000 watching from online. If you give $20, we can make 40K. But the way he goes about it is, first of all, he's saying, close the doors. Close them. Don't worry about it. I'm going to leave. Don't worry about it. We're not leaving until we get 40K. You were going to go to the restaurant anyway. And then that's, again, you were so right, Rotes. Why can't he take 40K out of his bank account? With the amount he's made, he should be able to make that in his career. He tells them, if we each give $20, we'll hit 40K. And until then, we're not leaving. But that's basically what he said. But then he turns around to his pulpit and the clergy in the pulpit. He's like, all of you guys, I know you got it a little bit better. Basically what he said in a sense, you're going to give 100K. You're going to give $100. And then he said, don't worry about that. $20 wasn't for you. And then at one point he says, shh, giving is worship. Not when you're shaming people into doing that. And then he tells them, usually like in black churches, and yeah, black churches in general, I know this. Sometimes you do, there's 2 times you do go around for offerings, tithes and offerings. And I know like at later on in the service, usually when you go around for tithes, for offerings, usually they do like a kind of show. You usually do a line in which you get up from your congregation, you go around, there's usually like ushers that will tell you how to proceed so that you could go to the altar and whatnot and put whatever you can into like a basket or something. So he said, ushers, now I want you to bring the baskets up here. I need to see you put $20 in. No, I need to see you do it. You have to do it. So you're not doing, yeah, it's crazy. So you're not, so you're using, I don't know what he's on. I don't know if he's on anything. I have no idea. I highly doubt it because he still has a voice to sing and whatnot. But even if he is on meds, that's inexcusable. First of all, you tell your ushers to close the doors and lock them. That's a safety hazard. Because what if you got a fire and you need to leave and you lock the doors? That's a hazard. And then you're saying giving is worship. You have to give. And I need to see you give. Come on up, proceed, and I need to see you put $20. If you don't put, I need to see $20, and I need to see you walk down and put it in. And if you're the if you're if you're the clergy in the pulpit, I need to see you put in a for his church. It costs. It costs to be up here. So you're shaming people in the name using God's name to put up 40K, and until then they can't leave. Tell them you were probably gonna go to the restaurant. So what? You don't shouldn't be shaming people. And they tell you this is like that ain't godly. I don't care who you are. Black church, whatever church you are. To shame people into putting up until you reach 40K, the doors are locked, and until that happens, I mean, he's using religion. I don't know if it's for religion, but he's using religion when he's got a bank account that he can give 40K to do that with. I'm damn positive I know he does. And let's just say, you know what? Fine. You want to give 40K. You could have had a fundraiser without saying lock the doors. Give like, like a give what you can until we reach 40K, but not right then and there and not by locking the doors. You could probably do like some type of fundraiser or something to make that an incremental goal without shaming people and without using the name of God to hustle people until you get there and then know and then you can leave. And again, let's just say there is a fire or some type of hazard that happens. That is a code violation and a safety hazard. And then some people wonder why they don't like going to church. Maybe they don't have it monetarily to give. They just want to hear the word. You don't know where people are coming from. They could be coming from street. They could be coming from a place of desperation and they don't have it to give. Maybe all that they have to give is their time because they need it. They don't have it monetarily. They need the word. There's a good chance it could get up to that point. There's a good chance because that is definitely illegal. It's definitely illegal. Oh, it's illegal. Like you. First of all, the point is, I don't care if you Marvin Sapp, who's made millions, or some other pastor. You should never, ever, ever do what he did. And I'm pretty sure there's more than a couple. I know for a fact there's not the first time it's happened. I don't know if it's happened more times under him, but I know there's other schemes like that where it's happened. But the fact that a high profile gospel singer, pastor of a mega church, who's got it like that, did this, shameful. Shameful. Las Vegas. But yeah, uh, yeah, it's outright shameful. And the fact that there have been times like, why didn't you put no money in the basket? You have to. Why are you shaming people to doing that? If that's all you could give, if you don't have it, you don't have it. Don't be shaming people giving people looks. Like, why should you have to, why should I have to be uncomfortable because maybe you don't have it to give? And then it's just like that is shameful. What's shameful is that you basically are abusing people into saying it is not right that you didn't tithe. Maybe uh 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 I thought it was give what you can give. If you can't give, just put your hand in there and just say, I give my time because I don't have it. I thought that's what it was supposed to be. But this, come on. If I was me, I would have been like, yeah, I'm out. Where's he going? I'm out. Never could have paid it. No, never would have paid it. Not for you. I, I'm telling you right now, he's the same guy. When that song came out, was roughly at the time actually Barack Obama became president, was elected president in '08, and started his tenure in '09. And that song was blaring. It was the anthem for black churches and other a good deal of black events in the black and like the then basically what what do you do if you don't have change in your wallet? What it's supposed to be is if you don't have it, at least put your hand in and not take any money, just put your hand in and say, you don't it's known that you don't have it and we accept that you don't have it. We understand it and just do it in like good faith and give what you can. If you have nothing, at least just put it in and just say, and we understand. But that's what it's supposed to be. But this, and let's just say you did that and you got the looks, I'm like, that is abusive. That is also why are you doing that to somebody who doesn't have it? They don't have it. They don't have it. Like they don't want to get judged because you didn't tithe and you didn't just follow through on what you were what is considered what you have to do. You give what the thing is, you give what you can give, not what you're supposedly required to give. You give what you can give, not not what you are required, what you can give. And if you can't give anything, give your time. That's what you mean by put your hand in the at least by the basket. It's just saying I at least give my time to come for church for praise and the word that I needed. I didn't need to come to church to show that I can give. I needed to come to church for the word because I don't have it. To use the word of God, to use God's name to extort people into giving like that, that is shameful. To use God's name to hustle, because that's what it is. It's extortion and it's basically holding people hostage to hustle and extort. and then to say, shh, giving is worship. No, not like that. Not like that. You don't force people to give in the name of God. You don't force that. Not by force and not by shame, not using God's name to do something like that. No, never. It just needs to stop. I had to get that off because that was just like wow. And the fact that a mega star legend in the gospel community, Marvin Sapp, did that. Nah, nah, no, no, no. I know there have been others, but still, come on, no. And even let's just say, not even gospel, like let's just say church in general, it's happened before in like other denunciations and other religions. That still ain't okay. Shame people into giving using God's name. I had to get that off. So that's my spiel. Have a good one, y'all. And yeah, don't get shamed into something that you don't that you shouldn't have to do for some other higher calling and whatnot. But other than that, have a good day and enjoy the rest of it. Peace.